Hi everyone, it's me, a cup of Felicity, or Felix if you'd like, and thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I've had a lot of ideas for what I wanted to do when I did reach this point, but I do have this one video idea that's been sitting on the back burner for a while now. So allow me to explain. In my previous Discord server, which is the Comfy Cafe 1.0, asked for very personal and spicy questions about me, my work, life, etc. 9 questions came through, so I figured I would answer them all for you today. I've also just been wanting to get around for this since like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and it was on the back burner. So, let's do it! First question, do you have any tips for keeping motivation when working on a creative project? For me, honestly, inspiration has been the best motivator. In my case, I think it's best to surround yourself around people that do the same thing as you, and this goes for every creative medium. For me at least, putting myself around other artists who really helped my motivation. Seeing my friends do great things made me want to do great things too. For video editing, YouTubers are a great inspiration. For example, for most of my vlogs and like video editing, you know, stuff, I watch a lot of Lin Trong, Emeritu, Best Dressed, and I take notes of what they do, and I apply. I try to do similar things. I apply it to my work in videos. I also get motivated to work on more videos just by watching the content from these 3 creators. Inspiration can be a great motivator, so if you've got it, I'd say take advantage of it. Second question, is there a goal that you have that you're really passionate about and working towards? Yes. This past year and a half, I've been working towards starting my own online shop and going to artist alleys and conventions to sell stickers, charms, and a bunch of other little knickknacks. This is probably the biggest thing I want to do alongside my commissions, VTubing content, and YouTube. Third question, between your past and now, how much has changed? Personally, I'd like to think a lot has changed. I'm just hoping that I've grown into a better person than what I used to be. In middle school and high school, I just wanted to shamelessly be myself and make it everyone's problem. It was extremely selfish. I never took into consideration how much or how other people would have felt if I acted out the way, or like with the way I acted out, how I wanted to express myself. And I only really thought about changing things around once I started high school, and there are a lot of experiences in high school that ended up being really traumatic, that it just changed me completely. Now I'm just really shy, anxious, I overthink everything, I'm a ball of sadness most of the time. The only thing that makes me happy nowadays is just my pet fish, Chai, being around friends, and just doing what I love. So yeah, I really do hope that I changed for the better. When creating art, what are the key inspirations when deciding on who, what, and how to draw, like composition work? Honestly, if there's an idea that I have for art that's not for a video, commission, zine, or like any sort of project, I need to like act on it immediately. As for the composition, it just takes a lot of sketching. Sometimes I like have to alter my ideas and such because I always think I can do certain big things, but I am just so very tiny brain and ADHD be wild in. So it's gotta be something simple and something I know I can finish. What is a song that no matter how many times you listen to it, you never get tired of it? Thanks for the Memories by Fall Out Boy for sure. There is a specific version of the song that I like called Thanks for the Moon Prism Power, which is a combination of Sailor Moon's Moon Prism Power transformation music and Thanks for the Memories. And if you know me, I love all things magical girl related, so I love this version of the song. I've used this song to fall asleep more times than I'd like to admit, so it's just that special to me. Question number 5. Out of all the video games you have now, are there any that you consider your personal favorite to play over and over again? And if so, for what reason? As of recent, it has to be Hi-Fi Rush. If you don't know, Hi-Fi Rush has been my game of the year. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It got me through a really rough time earlier this year. I was just in a bad headspace. And I have Hi-Fi Rush to thank for getting me through that time. Hi-Fi Rush's gameplay is so very addicting, and I love how simple the story is. I could just turn off my brain and play. I also really love, like, almost the whole entire cast, except Mimosa. She can go die in a fucking trash can. As you all know, I really love Chai. He's my favorite boy. I think I like him so much because I resonate with how stupid he is. I named my pet fish after him, and I even cosplayed Chai. If that doesn't tell you how much I love him, then I don't know what to tell you. Number 6, which games influence your identity? Oh god, I have a list. I'll bring up only like the big ones though. As I've said before, I love Hi-Fi Rush. I'm a sucker for the power of friendship, especially towards the end, and you guys know how much I love my friends. Another one is You and Me and Her, a love story. This game makes me very emotional. I've done 2 videos on this game before that have now since been privated, since I wasn't happy with the quality. I do plan to remake one of them though, so please expect that in the future. You and Me and Her is a visual novel about love. That's really all I can say without getting too into it because it's best to play it blind. But the game brings you into the reality of being a character in someone's story, and in this sense it's a visual novel. And it's okay to love characters because of what they can do for you, which is what another game I love taught me. Guilty Gear Strive. I know how the game is perceived nowadays, but I love Strive for the sole reason that I discovered my gender identity from it. You may have seen this girl on my channel before. This is Bridget. I've cosplayed her, I've done art of her, and heck, I've even made videos of her. Because of her, I truly discovered what my gender identity was. So this is officially me coming out as trans. Yippee! I'm still Felicity, Felix, Mochi, and I still go by he, she, they. I just feel more comfortable identifying as trans. I actually feel like I have been trans for a while. I just had an unfortunate encounter when I did used to openly go out as being trans, that someone kind of messaged me and told me you can't do that, but they were cis, so I mean, why did they have a say in my gender? So to that guy who said I'm not trans, I hope you get laughed and pointed at in my comment section. Number 7, how did you come up with your Felicity persona? If you've known me for a while, mainly my friends when I started using my social media account, you may remember this character. Her name was once Caspi. I've since rebooted her, and now her name is Serenity, and she is now the character of her own story. Originally, she was a princess character, and I already had a story set for her. Thinking back on it now, Caspi and I were just not similar enough. She didn't feel like she was a really good representation of myself. So I went to the drawing board, and it took me a while, but I came up with the character Felicity. She was as close to me as I could possibly make her, while making her physical appearance closer to how I wanted myself to look and how I looked in real life. Slowly over time, I've started to discover a lot about myself, and those are things that I added to her, and I love her. She's like my silly self-love character. I love her a lot, I really do. She's special, and I don't think you'll be seeing her go anywhere. So, she is me, I am her. Woo! Last question. How do you think your childhood shaped you as a person? I want to say it did good for me because I was around really bad people, and I learned how to recover and deal with those kinds of people. But at the same time, those situations did its damage. Like, goddamn. There were a lot of really, really rough experiences that I learned from, like, thankfully, and then grew from. to become a better person, hopefully. At least I'd like to think I am. So a lot of what I'm dealing with now, like anxiety and just overthinking a lot of things. I've been through a lot, and I think that's all I can say without getting too into it. I'm learning how to grow past all these things that happened, and I'm just hoping I can look back at all this shit one day and laugh. But yeah, I guess that's the end of this video. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to everyone who sent in a question. I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys have a wonderful new year. Probably the next video is gonna be an update video. I do have some important things I feel like I need to address in that video. And then after, I know it's been like almost half a year now. The San Diego Comic-Con vlog is gonna come out. It will, I promise. It's just that I have been taking a while because all that vlog footage that me and my friends took totaled up to an hour. I'm trying to compress all of it and make sure the editing is really, really good for it and entertaining. But other than that, I hope you guys have, again, a happy new year, and I hope you enjoyed Christmas, assuming this video comes out after Christmas, which I think it will. Bye!